Not until he saw the paternity test report did the CEO realize that the little girl who pushed her seriously ill mother around to collect garbage for medical expenses was his own daughter. But in the next moment, his secretary hurried over to report, "That girl seems to be in danger." It turned out that not long ago, the greedy uncle-in-law tricked the innocent girl into signing her mother's bone marrow donation agreement. When the girl accidentally learned the truth that her mother was too weak to withstand the surgery, she immediately pushed her mother in a wheelchair and fled the ward. The uncle-in-law chased closely behind, but when he reached the first floor, he was completely stunned. The girl had disappeared into thin air with her mother. What he didn't know was that the girl had already quietly boarded an ambulance transporting patients with her mother. Just as the girl hugged her mother's arm and secretly rejoiced at finally escaping the uncle-in-law's clutches, the ambulance was suddenly forced to stop by a black car. The uncle-in-law, accompanied by bodyguards hired by a wealthy man, stood aggressively in front of the ambulance. The medical staff immediately shouted angrily that obstructing the transportation of patients was an illegal act, but the uncle-in-law completely ignored the warning. Relying on his numerical advantage, he directly restrained the medical staff and roughly dragged the girl and her mother out of the car. The girl turned pale with fright and grabbed passers-by sleeves, begging for help desperately. However, the uncle-in-law turned the tables on her. Holding up a family photo, he shouted loudly, "This kid threw a tantrum just because she didn't get any candy," and even tricked the medical staff into taking her seriously ill mother out of the hospital. After his blatant lies, the onlookers gradually let down their suspicions. With no more obstacles, the uncle-in-law immediately showed his true colors, ignoring the girl's heart-wrenching sobs. He relied on his identity as a family member and under the pretense of emergency treatment, forcibly pushed the girl's mother towards the operating room. He snapped an order at the doctor, "Operate now," and in the next second, the CEO arrived.